Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're day 9. We're day 9. Do you know, every day, every day when I start these videos, I cannot believe that we're on the next day. It's like we're 5 days away from being 2 weeks into the month. I mean, that's crazy. Where's the time going? It's going so fast. But today, I'm hoping this one's not going to be a long one. And I'm kind of hoping it's not going to be as disastrous as yesterday's. I mean, well, it wasn't disastrous. I loved them specimen cards, but the laminate machine, I should have took my own advice and just got my iron out. But it is what it is. So today, we're going to be stamping, we're going to be distressing, and we're going to be making washi tape. So here are some examples, and can you see that I've done the really pale grey in the background, and then we have the same here. I mean, look at that butterfly. It's just so cute. And then we have another one, and what I love about these is you can do them however thick you want, whatever colour you want, whatever theme you want, doesn't matter. So I've got that you know, Margreth's boo boo tape, and I printed some off onto the vellum sticker paper, which you can get off of Amazon. Unfortunately, I can only find it in the UK Amazon, and it is linked in my store. Or if you're in the US, Heidi Swap sells it, vellum sticker paper. Or just Google washi tape sheets, then yeah, you should find some. So I have cut some. Here's the piece that I was playing with. As you can see, it's distressed. I have cut some into A5 sheets, so they come in A4. I've cut some into A5 because I thought it'd be easier to work with. So we're gonna need, I've got my StazOn. I'm also gonna get out my other StazOn. So saddle brown. I don't know why I got my other black out. But I've also got my archival inks as well, because this is quite a smooth surface. It's not porous, so it doesn't take the ink. You can use VersaFine, but dry it. Make sure it's dry, or emboss it. But I'm going to use archival. So I've got ground espresso, hickory smoke, vintage photo, and black soot. So they're the ones I'm going to be using. But to distress, I am going to be using walnut stain and vintage photo. But I also want I'm dropping everything again. Frayed burlap in oxide, because I just love that effect. Also your heat tool, your water sprayer, and your trimmer. So what we're going to do first is we're going to grunge up the piece of paper, and then we're going to cut it into strips. I mean, you could do it all in one go. Should we give that a go? Yes. Right, so I've got my piece of scrap paper, and I'm just going to go over it with some vintage photo. And then my frayed burlap. Is oxide. So I'm just, one of the good things about this washi paper is it's so blendable. Like, if you get watch your fingers on it though, because you'll take the ink off. And now I'm just going to do a a few dark areas with walnut stain. I don't think we've got enough vintage photo on there. That'll do, except we've got to, this is what I mean about watch your fingers. And no doubt this is going to be another mucky craft. Right, so I think, do I want to dry it first? I'm going to dry it first. Right, so one of the reasons why I dried it was because I didn't want the water to blend with the wet ink. Even though it's water reactive, the droplets will stay droplets if it's dry, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to spray some in my hand and drop it on like that. I've got a bit of kitchen roll, but first I'm going to let it do its work for a little bit. Look at it changing already. And then I'm going to take up. Are you ready? I mean, come on, look at that. It's so cool. Oh, I get so excited after every time I do this. Right, I'm going to give it a quick dry and then I'll be back. Right, so we're also going to use stamps. So the stamps I have chosen are my ID card. Let me pull you out a little bit. You seem really close. That's better. Yeah, so I've got my ID card, my airmail, my addresses and signatures, my paper strips, postcard, and Tracie Fox's Bugology negatives. So I think first off, I think we're going to do like a postcard kind of theme. Yes, so I want to use my paper strips. I love this stamp set. This is one of the reasons, oh, sorry. This is one of the reasons why I made this stamp set. So I'm going to get the, make sure it's on straight. I'm going to use Stays On. My Stays On's juicy. Right, so now we're just, have I got this round the right way? Yeah. I'm just gonna that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind that at all. Because we're going to cut them into strips. So I kind of want, and I'm doing very neutral colours, but you don't have to. You can, let's put that there, I was going to put my arm in it. You can do, I'm leaving a gap. Oh. You can do the background a different colour if you wanted to. And you can always use these, you don't have to use them as strips. That's why I made this stamp set, so you can stamp out a load of like identity card, and print them, cut them up. Let's do the airmail. I do need to get Stays On in different colours. If not different colour, I definitely need to get it in a red and a blue. I don't know why. Wrong way. Not that it matters because we're cutting it out. That's wonky. Oh, that didn't come out very well. But it does give a vintage look. I'm wondering if it's the distress ink. So let me just try it. Because it is stays on, so we can distress afterwards. It's the distress. Right, so that's handy. That's good to know. That's good to know. I mean, we'll carry on with this. Yeah, it's definitely the distress ink. Right, so let's start again. So like I said, because we're using stays on, we can do yeah, look, we can do the ink in afterwards. Yeah, there you go. I think we'll do all the stamping first, and then we'll do the distressing. Yeah, look how much better that is, look. 3 postcards. I'm gonna do it again. I've just wiped all that ink off, but look at the state of me already. I didn't press hard enough, but it's still coming out a lot better. And that doesn't bother me because it, you know, it makes it look distressed. That one slid, but again, I'm not bothered. So we're going to do one with words, and then we're going to do one with just stamps. Oh, love it. Right, now, because I want the other stamps in the background. Let's just put this away. I'm going to do those in the hickory smoke. Look at that. I mean, you could just leave them like that. I'm going to get my postcard stamps out. And the first thing I'm going to do is put on some writing. So let's put, I mean, you could do it in the saddle brown, or you could do it in the ground espresso. Love it. Yep. And then we'll get, I think we'll do some, because I don't want it all to be the same colour. So I'm just using the ground espresso. Look at that. It just looks so cool. Love it. And then down the bottom of this stamp set, we've got some teeny weeny words. So I think I'm going to put express delivery. And then we've got a number stamp. I mean, that alone just looks so cool. Actually, let's... And then let's get this big one here. I don't know why I can't put my stamps on straight. Look at that. It's like it was made for it. And now I want the little star. Let's try a bit of vintage photo. It might not be as dark. Yes. don't forget, it doesn't matter because we're cutting them up. So let's have a look. My stamps have all changed colour. Airmail. So far, it looks so cool. Ooh, let's have a bit of a correspondence address. And then I think we might be done on the bottom half. Could use one of our little postal marks. I like it. Should we do some labels? Oh, that's in. Oh, no, I'm dropping everything. I'm so interested to see how this is going to turn out. When it's all cut. Right. So the field notes, I'm going to do some bugs. And the identity card, I'm going to get out my identity card. Keep them up high. Because I don't want it going into the identity card. Not that I'm all that bothered, but and then let's do some labels. Right way up, Tone. And some words. I think we're nearly done. I just need to do the ID card. We've got a lot of postmarks. Classification. Signature. I don't know, I think we'll call that done, you know. I do want to put a couple of these R's. And I think that's it. I think we'll call that done. Wow, it's a bit busy. But when we cut it into strips, it's not going to be. So let's put the stay-ons away and get out the blenders. Right, so now we're going to start blending. Let me just put these out of the way because they keep sticking to me. Let's get out the tools. We'll do a bit of vintage photo first, and we're just going to basically do exactly the same. As we did the first time round. But now we know that the ink doesn't sit on the distress when it's been distressed. So stamp it first and then yeah, distress it afterwards. I mean, that alone just looks cool, doesn't it? So I'm just gonna do some swirly bits. And then, I dropped it, didn't I? There it is. Oh. Like I said, you don't have to do it brown. You can do it any colour you want. That's one of the brilliant things about it, is you can literally customise it to how you want. You don't even need the vellum sticker paper. I reckon you could do this on the normal sticker paper as well, you know. In fact, shall we give that a go? Right, that's that done. That's enough there. Again, I'm going to give it a quick dry. And then I'm going to splatter it. Right, so that's all dry. And now lots of splats. And then we're just going to let that stew for a little bit. Going to get some kitchen roll. I mean, look at it. It just looks so cool already. Right, now let's take up the ink. Are we ready? Oh my goodness. Look. Wow. Oh. I fear I'm going to be making a lot of these. So we are lucky that it is a mass make. Right, before I cut this up, I'm going to make sure it's all properly dry. Right, so that's all dry. And now we're just going to cut. And like I said, you can cut it however thick you want. I mean, look at that. And then also you can see where the gaps are and stuff. And you can take your blending tool and just darken around the edges. And there you've got a really cool piece of washi. So let's... Oh, look at that. I love this. And this will be perfect for cards, tags. Tickets, labels. All sorts. And it's the bits in the background that just look so cool. Oh, I mean, look at that. Oh, I just love it. I think this one is my favourite. But then, oh, I don't know. I think this one is going to be my favourite too. Yeah, look at that one. I'm just going to trim a little bit off of there. Come on. But then the airmail one is cool. Yep. That's so cool. They're so cool. Right, let's put that. And from one sheet, let me turn my heater off. Whew, it's getting warm. We've got, and imagine the theme. So from one sheet, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We've got 16 pieces of washi tape. How cool is that? Oh, and then, do you know what I'm going to do? We're going to try one out. My mat's gone sticky again. I don't know what I'm doing. I think it's the wipes that I'm using. Right, so I'm just going to grab some of Heidi Swap's tickets. And then, where's my scrap? Let's just ink it up. Then I'm going to get my postcard stamp set back out because I want to use this one. But I want it in the background. So because we're working on, I found all my inks. Oh, yeah, I know. I kept looking around and was like, where are all my inks? They were still in that bag. You know that bag that I packed because it was so cold out here and went into my house to craft? They were still all in there. I still hadn't unpacked them. Right, so I just want to put that there in the background. Just like that, just a bit of decoration, and then we're going to put a little bit of collage over it. So what one shall we use? I think this one, but first off I just want to ink around the edges so that it stands out. Right, now let me find, where's my glue? Oh, it's here, it's fallen over. Put that there. The idea of a tab though. Of course you do, Tone. Oh. And this is actually perfect. Look, it says, "Dear Mr. Smith." So it could be the start of a letter. And as it's postcard themed, sounds good to me. So let's just glue that on there. I'm going to cut this because I don't want to waste it. So we'll cut it. So we've now got 2 stickers. And then this. Like that. And then we just need to find a little something to go on there. Right, so I've pulled out some bits. And then let's glue these down. Yeah, I prefer that on there. Let's ink it up. And I tell you what we could do as well. Oh, I do like this walnut stain. On this craft cardstock. Well, that went a bit wonky. Oh, and then stick this in the middle. Ta-da! How cool is that? Yeah, that looks better. How cool is that with the washi tape? Love it. Right, I'm gonna have a tidy up and then we're gonna try it on the clear vinyl sticker sheet. Right, so I've got 2 sheets of the clear vinyl sticker paper and we're gonna give it a go. It's gonna be hard because it's sladdy and slippy. So let's get the StazOn out, the paper strips. Stamp it up. And breathe. Yes, so it does work because the D, look, I think that might have been a me thing. Let's turn it round and try this end. Yeah, I think that might have been not enough pressure. That's a little bit better. I actually don't mind that, to be honest. So let's do another one. We're not going to do a whole sheet. That one's slurred a bit, but it's still okay. Yeah, we're getting better and better. We're getting better and better. And I'm going to do the field notes one. Why can I never put these on straight? Again, I think that's me. I think I'm too cautious. I need to just but then it slips. So this, let's take these off. Because I don't mind those. And there is still some so we've got some stickers, if not anything else. So let's just trim those. I mean, we could use that for something, bit of texture or something. And that's all smudged, so we'll put that aside. But we have got some stickers now, field note stickers, which is cool. So let's just put those there. And I've got to take this off because it's annoying me. But we've also got some postcard stickers, because they just look like, you can still read that it says postcard, and because they're clear, they'll look vintage and blend into the background. Right, so let's move that aside. And because this is vinyl, it's it won't take distress, but it will take alcohol ink. That's better. Yeah, I think I was being too cautious because it keeps taking the ink at the ends for some reason. I didn't want it to smear. Plus, it's very slidey, so there we go. Love it. Is there another one on there that we could do? No, I think we'll leave it at just these two. Because I really do want to experiment now, but I want to get some stays-ons in different colours than just black and brown, because these would look so cool in like red, blue. That's better for me. That's about it. Right, so let's see. The alcohol archival should be okay. Yeah. So pretty. And then let me get my postcard stamp set so I can put my postmarks on. And let's have some writing. Now that looks really cool. You could leave it just like that. Right, let's do some more on here. I'll be so careful because it's so slippy. Right, now I want to use the one out of my ID card. Because I like it. What else? Put a date. And I'll tell you what else we could do as well. Because it's a postcard, we could get our addresses and signatures because we have some like that one just there. And then just that's cool. And what else have we got on here? We've got a stamp. I like it. We could have a little bit of, I think we need a little bit more. Oh, we were using Saddle Brown in Stays On. I thought I was using Vintage Photo. That explains a lot. It's so slidey, and I think that would do on there. And then what I'm going to do, let's move my stamps out of the way. I'm just going to leave those for a second. Oh, do you know what? I'm not, because this needs something else. Like that. Right, so I'm going to let these dry a little bit. I'm going to get my glass mat, and then I think I'm just going to go over it with some smudge, because that's not going to overpower what we've already put on there. Right, so I'm going to do a couple of little tests. So this is the smudge. I'm just going to... No, I think that's perfect. Yeah, I think that's perfect. I was going to use the gravel, but I think the gravel would be too dark. Right. So let's... No, you can't, look. You can't. I wonder if that's... Right, bear with me. Right, so now we know that that doesn't work. So that's cool. That's cool. We can just leave it as is. So we only... That's why I wanted to test it. Cool. So let's cut down the middle there. Let me cut that straight. And then we'll just have some cool clear pieces. Alright, so let's put that aside. This can still be used. There's a bit of boo-boo tape. Perfect. So we know that that doesn't work. So I'm just gonna put some more tape on there, because who doesn't love a bit of boo-boo tape? Right, and then let's trim these down. So now I'm wondering, because the ink is dry and it doesn't smudge. So now I'm thinking, let me get there it is, my little dauber, and let's have a look and see. Yeah, there you go. So instead of alcohol ink, which we now know doesn't work, just use your archival as if you would your distress. And this will look cool because obviously it's clear. This is clear tape. So I'm also going to get, because we haven't got walnut stain, I'm just going to use, God, that's a bit beaten up. Just a little bit to give it some definition. And there we go. Look at that. How cool is that? So we can make, you can go over it as well, look. Just dab over it, look. So archival, not alcohol. But then I'm thinking that opens up like a whole new world to boo-boo tape. That's the wrong one, Tone. Love it. I think I'm going to keep that one clear. Alright, so I'm going to have a little tidy up, wipe my hands, and I'll be back. Ta-da! Look at all those washi tapes. There's loads of them. And that's, I think that literally, I used 2 halves of an A4. So that's one sheet of A4. Plus, I didn't use most of it. There's a chunk of it that I cut off, wasn't there? So less than an A4 sheet. But I have to say, this was very interesting. Very interesting. I love experimenting like this. And finding out what works and what doesn't. So we now know that you can't use alcohol inks over StazOn or anything. Because, yeah, it just takes it away. But we do end up with really cool bits of boo-boo tape. But we also know that you can blend and distress with archival distress, which is even better. And one of the things I love about this is how customable it is. You can make it exactly how you want it. So say like you're doing a recipe book for your relative. You can make your own washi tapes using your stamps and stuff. You know, you can customize it to how exactly you want it. And you don't only have to make washi tapes. We made some stickers as well, which is really cool. So this one was a little bit more chilled. And this, I needed this. I needed this because, yeah, yesterday's was a lot. And, yeah, life's a little bit busy at the minute. But I am loving this. I'm absolutely loving it. And don't forget to click on the hashtag MassMakeMarch 2025 because there's loads of videos in there. There's Margreth's, there's Miss Paint a Lot. All our videos are in there. So that's a really cool hashtag if you want to follow along with everybody else as well. Margreth made labels yesterday. She made 42 labels. And they were beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I loved every single one of them. So thank you everybody for being here for this little chilled mass make washi tape. Don't forget to tag me in social media if you give any of my videos a go, because I love seeing your work. My socials are either at the end of the video or they're in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. I don't think anybody sees this bit, but I'm going to keep saying it anyway because I'm not too sure people get to the end of my videos. So thank you everybody for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Happy crafting and take care. Bye.